Rub the back of your head. Feel the inner body as often as you can. When an old emotion arises, you can simply observe it, and be the witness, be the space for it. Then gradually, its energy will decrease. How? Identify the pain body. Could that be my pain body? Tell yourself, I am going to put space around it. Practices that involve concentrating on an image or desired outcome. Relax, nothing is under control. This is your time now. There is no place you need to go and nothing you need to do for the next 20 minutes. It is time for relaxation. There is no need for you to think of events of the future. There is no need to solve any problems. If such thoughts occur, treat them as minor distractions and ignore them, refocusing back to the relaxation. You don't need to look back, you need to accept and move forward. Next project already, dive and start swimming. It is amazing how nature has worked out so that I can continue to live, eat, travel and make music and listen to music and learn new things. Albert Camus. Optimistic without hope, optimistic, because you can search for more meaning. Hopeless, because it is not something that can be achieved completely, it will always be to a certain point only. No one has it 100%. Seeing and absorbing is probably nicer than getting and having. Enjoy eye candy. You can be right, meaning you hold on to the hurt of the past to try to tell yourself you were right about the fact that you were hurt. This is always destructive. Or you can choose to be free from the past and move on, go beyond. Get over the need of being right. Set yourself free. You have to move on to next, the most beautiful word. Another road. When a scientist runs an experiment, there are all sorts of results that could happen. Some results are positive and some are negative, but all of them are data points. Each result is a piece of data that can ultimately lead to an answer. And that's exactly how a scientist treats failure, as another data point. Proving a hypothesis wrong is often just as useful as proving it right because you learned something along the way. Your failures are simply data points that can help lead you to the right answer. To take a real break, you need to become comfortable with doing nothing. Recite a mantra. A mantra literally means that which protects the mind. Alan Watts, the world on one hand. Then on another hand a system of symbols about that world in our mind. Alan Watts, we pick up groups of stars in the sky and call them constellations. Constellations are a group of stars in our mind's eye, but stars are not out there as constellations already grouped in the sky. I am not helpless. I need to get out. I need to knock doors. I need to take classes. I need to stop procrastinating. Something will shift. Remind myself you are enough. Reinterpret anxiety stress as getting ready for exciting times. It is being in exciting times in disguise. Just keep doing whatever you are doing. Stress is like a bad smell. It may really color our experience the moment we notice it. But eventually the smell dies down and we realize it didn't really have that much impact on what we were doing, it just hung in the atmosphere. When things fall apart, quotes by Pema Chodron, we think that the point is to pass the test or overcome the problem, but the truth is that things don't really get solved. They come together and they fall apart. Then they come together again and fall apart again. It's just like that. The healing comes from letting there be room for all of this to happen, room for grief, for relief, for misery, for joy. I'm creative enough to try many things to get out an unwanted situation. I will create change. Something will click at some point. Your emotions are not inherently bound to facts. Change your story, change your life. My new story is, I can do it, I am fearless and I am grateful and I can do it again. I believe in myself. I can stop the fear for a few hours to be okay for a few hours. I choose to let go. I choose not to believe that thought. Why? Because believing that thought makes me suffer. I am more productive without the added suffering. So I choose not to believe that thought. It is not about right or wrong. It is about what is beneficial to me. Osho, life has no purpose. Purpose is future which doesn't exist. Achievements in the future lead to wanting yet another achievement. Life is a play children play, that is why they are happy. It is for fun, not for gain. Desire is like a river out of control. Don't let the flood in.